greatest among you will be your servant. All who exalt themselves will be humbled, and all who humble themselves will be exalted. Dear friends in Christ Jesus, we are in the 25th Sunday of the Ordinary Time. Today's first reading and the Gospel invites us to reflect on the question, who is greatest in the kingdom? There is a beautiful short video on the Gospel of Mark, which explains the possible argument disciples had among them. As the disciples of Jesus were moving to Capernaum, they argued over who holds the highest position in the kingdom. Then Peter began by arguing that Jesus said he is the rock of his church, so he is going to have a pretty special role in the kingdom. Then James and John said they are influential people who can be great in the kingdom. Listening to them, Matthew pointed out, Jesus said, the last will be first. He may have a great responsibility in the kingdom. The argument went from one to another. They were focusing on themselves than the Son of Man. The disciples failed to understand the greatest thing that Jesus is going to do, to lay down his life for the salvation of humanity. The disciples were more excited to know that who will be the greatest among them. In the present competitive and advanced world, people are moved by position, power and status, wants to be greatest in the society. Like the disciple of Jesus, we may also misinterpret our Christian call and his teaching. This kind of ignorance makes us go after the worldly greatness. We forget Jesus Christ and his presence in our life. The psalmist reminds us that those who trust in their wealth and boast of the great riches, no man can redeem the life of another or give to God a ransom for him. Then who can be truly great in the kingdom? Can an influential leader or a powerful person? For this question, Jesus gives us beautiful explanation in today's Gospel. Whoever wants to be first must be the last of all and servant of all. This kind of ignorance makes us go after the worldly greatness. We forget Jesus Christ and his presence in our life. The psalmist reminds us that those who trust in their wealth and boast of the great riches, no man can redeem the life of another or give to God a ransom for him. Then who can be truly great in the kingdom? Can an influential leader or a powerful person? For this question, Jesus gives us beautiful explanation in today's Gospel. Whoever wants to be first must be the last of all and servant of all. Saint Paul of the Cross, founder of the Passionist congregation, says, "Look upon the face of the crucified ones who invites you to follow him." Today, Jesus is inviting us to be humble servant to our brothers and sisters. The way to greatness is a humble service. Jesus himself gave us an example by washing the feet of his disciples. So, if we wish to be great in the sight of God, we must actively seek to serve others, regardless of our position or authority. We are called to serve. We should actively work for the sake and benefit of others. This is what Jesus expects from us. Matthew 20:28 says, "Just as the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve and to give his life a ransom for many." To be a servant means to go towards those in need and to seek out the poor. Jesus' kingdom is not about who wears the crown, but who bears the cross. To be in authority means to be the servant of all.